Welcome to Art with Mrs. Smith.
Hello and welcome back to Mrs. Smith's art class.
Hi everyone.
Eva's back again.
Yay!
Today's project is called Happy Rainbows, and this little project came from Sarah over at Art Room Glitter Fairy. She does really great kids artworks and she's definitely our inspiration for today. We love rainbows, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, rainbows, if you think about when they come out, it's just after the storm. And so they're sort of a symbol of hope and positivity and love. And we're all about that. So let's get started.
Woo!
The materials you need for today's art activity are some sheets of paper. You're going to need some watercolour paints, and you can see mine looking very messy. Some paintbrushes, some water, and some textas. Any textas will be fine. And we're going to start with those textas, so we'll put everything else to the side and choose any colour you like. It doesn't matter. This is going to be a little warm-up activity, and we're just going to practice drawing lines, making marks on the page. And let's start by doing a wavy line. Up, down, beautiful. And let's do a stripy line. So you could be doing this along with me now. Let's do a zigzag line. And a dotted line. These are just examples. Maybe you can come up with your own lines and patterns. This is a bunny hop line, hop, hop, hop. Now a swirly line, up, around, up, around, up, around. This is a pattern line. I'm going V dash, V dash. Maybe you would like to do a circle dash. These patterns can be changed. This is just a dashed line. And another different type of wave line. All right, I think that will do us. We'll keep that for a little bit later, so just pop it to the side and get a new piece of paper. And you're going to need your watercolour paints now, because we're going to paint some rainbows, some happy rainbows. Let's paint some happy rainbows. Happy rainbows are not in normal rainbow order. You get to be an artist creator today, and you can come up with your own designs. Don't think about it too much. Just follow your heart and come up with some really beautiful colour combinations. It's a lot of experimenting today. Our paints have been sleeping, so we're going to wake them up by adding some water. And here we go. The rainbows are tall and skinny. And once you've done that first arch, you can follow that line to do another one. We don't want the lines to be touching. Leave a gap between them if you can. Okay, these rainbows have 3 or maybe 4 arches. So I'll do one more, going around, and there we go. You can add some lines and patterns with your watercolours, or wait till it dries and we can add those lines and patterns with texta. And I'm going to speed this up now. You should aim to fit at least 6 rainbows on your page. Okay, my page is full, Eva's is full too. Now I'm going to think about adding a little bit of detail with water paints, not too much, because like I said, we can use our textas to add patterns. You can use your marking page that we did before to get some ideas. And you can come up with your own ideas too, of course. All right, now they're dry. We're going to come back now and do some more patterns with the textures going over the top, going around the edge. Lots and lots of different types of lines and different colours.
Okay, we've just finished this step of our Happy Rainbow artwork. You should have lots of beautiful, colourful designs. What you're going to do now is have a close look and pick which rainbow you love the most. Maybe you like a combination of your rainbows, like you might like the colours of one rainbow, but you really like the texture patterns that you put in another one. Pick which colours and lines you like, and then we're going to put it on a big piece of paper, just one big rainbow. And this is the artwork that you will keep and maybe frame. So let's have a think about that and get started. See you soon.
I'm going to start my big rainbow now. I'm looking closely at my little happy rainbows and deciding which colours and patterns I'm going to use. Now, you'll see there I'm using my finger just to trace out where the first arch will go. Mapping it out with your finger really helps to get that right before you actually apply the paint. You can do a few layers of your paint to get the nice, bright, vibrant colour you're after. And you might need to do a few strokes to get it nice and thick too. Your arches can be different thicknesses. You can have a thick arch, a thin arch, and then another thick arch. It's really up to you. Now I've sped this up a little bit and you can just sit back and watch. Now it's Eva's turn, and she's not feeling overly confident with just using her finger as a guide. So I'm giving her a light pencil line just to guide her first arch, and then she'll be right to go for the other arches. I'll speed this up as well. Okay, now it's back to mine, and My rainbow's nice and dry, so I can start adding some texta lines and patterns. Eva's now adding her lines and patterns with textas. You can see that Eva's turning her page, and that makes it a little bit easier for her to draw those lines.
Okay, that wraps up our Happy Rainbows activity. This was my final product, lots of colours and lines and patterns and things going on there. And this was Eva's.
Frozen team, the best one.
And we happen to have this frame at home, so we've popped her rainbow in there, and we might hang that in your bedroom.
I love it. Because look at this beautiful dust. Look at this beautiful thingamajig. Look at this beautiful purple line. Look at this beautiful dust. Look at this beautiful zigzag. And look at this beautiful swirly thing.
Oh, I'm glad you're proud of it.
Yeah, I'm really proud.
Now, if we come back to our little rainbows that we did, the idea with these is to cut them up into little artworks, mini artworks, and you can write a message on the back of them and give it to someone in your life who might need a little bit of sunshine and positivity in their life. Maybe it's a little thank you or something like that. It would just be a nice thing to do.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed Happy Rainbows, and I really would love to see your artwork. Share it to my Facebook or my Instagram, and we hope to see you next time. Bye everyone.
Yeah, and also say that mine's the best, okay?
Bye.